he doesn't always see the blocks there, like free runners are getting through. Are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah.
So you said consistently it's close. What are those close things that you particularly
Just like you said, just everybody's doing their job, me included. 11 people on the field at a time. We need 11 people to do their job. Like I said, we're very close. We know that as an offense. Just looking forward to getting better. Another opportunity coming up on Monday.
Do you have any kind of thoughts about returning to that game with that location? It's not something that's in the back of your guys' head. Why not?
It's a new year.
Much really looking forward to just getting back out there for the bye week. Obviously, coming with the 2 straight wins.
Excited. Especially being able to get the win before the bye was big. Just itching to get back into it, get back on the field with the guys.
Maybe the Swans use this extra time to kind of look at what you guys can all do better to get the one week going a little bit better.
Yeah, that was big. That was a point of emphasis this week, 5 weeks. We did a self-scout. As offense, we went over damn near, almost all the runs. But just to see what we could do better going forward, man. We're excited as we get the opportunity to do so.
You feel like maybe bouncing
good. They're going to take this. It's one thing, just each play. That's a little bit off. You know what I mean? So excited to get that out there. Another opportunity.
It's a different thing each time.
I guess, yeah.
DJ was saying he thinks week 5 is terrible.
Oh, yeah. Super early. But it is what it is. Back at it right now. It's about over.
He likes week 10. Do you have a preference?
Whatever they put on the schedule.
Did you say this is a subject you're not exactly looking forward to talking about?
Not at all. But here we are today. So I'm here for all questions to get all answers.
It's like talking to Kevin Byard on his podcast. He said it still hurts. Why does it still hurt? And sort of how do you use that to help you grow from it?
Like I said on the podcast, it still hurts because at the end of the day, I'm a football player. And the last thing I want to do is have a play that's not so good and my name be memorable. You know, on top of all the good things I did, to go overshadow that. But just use it as motivation to come out and stay focused on all tasks and definitely learn to wait till the clock hit 00. So just use that as a learning curve to mature and be the cornerback that this team needs.
What was it like going through that?
It was harsh, you know, it hurt my feelings, and the best thing, that's the best way I can explain it, just hurt my feelings, just, you know, being a football player and having one of those mistakes that's going to linger around, even when my son grow up, you know, got to explain that to him. So definitely hurt, but just use it as fuel.
Tyrique, knowing that these fans, how fans react, are going to be trying to get at you this weekend, how do you mentally prepare yourself just for whatever you might face from the crowd in Washington?
By remembering that it's 10 guys that I've been working with all week to prepare for this game, and I'm the only 10 guys I got to answer to.
Ben was saying that by nature of your position as a quarterback, you have to have a short memory just play to play. Would that apply in this case as well?
Most definitely. Going back into a hostile environment, they're gonna do their best job to rattle me as much as I can. But you know, like I was saying earlier, the best thing I can do is come out here and show these 10 guys I'm locked in, and you know it's time to go.
Tyrique, it happened, almost a year ago. But with the benefit of hindsight, do you think you handled it the right way in the moment?
As far as what? Afterwards?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm a man, and I stand on integrity. And the best thing I can do is go address it and let the guys, in the world know that, that's not who I am, but that's who I showed. And the only thing I could do from now on is just show that my actions has changed, so I can become a better man and a better football player on the field.
So what does this game
How would
mean?
you explain sort of the way that your teammates maybe wrapped their arms around you and supported you through a tough time?
They gave me support. Being honest, I got a couple side eyes, but that comes with like I was saying on the podcast. This is what we do for a living. This is who we are in some cases, and the best thing that we can do is go out there and make great plays. And I put a bad play on film, and the best thing they could do is come around, put their arm around me, and be like, "We got you." And that's what they showed me all last year.
So what does this game mean to you going back there?
Nothing. It's a 1-0 game. I had a bad play. It is what it is. Best thing I can do is come out there, be the CB1 for this team, and get the job done.
In the last couple weeks, you've been some of your best play in Bears uniform. What do you feel like has clicked since the Detroit game?
Honestly, I would say just within myself. Like that's not who I am, and I put that on film. And the best thing I can do is just show that I'm one of the top corners in this league, and that's what the last 2 weeks been. Just me diving within myself and proving to the world that I am who I say I am.
Tyrique, sometimes players get, considered the scapegoat for something bad happens. It's happened the last couple of weeks with the guys who've dropped the football going into the end zone. I don't know if you've seen those plays, but it's just like, do you empathize with players like that where it's like, it might have been a moment that you regret, but it's not something that's going to define you the rest of your life?
Yeah, definitely. You know, my heart out is to them because at the end of the day, it just goes back to being a football player and wanting to make that play for your team and wanting to be, you know, be the reason that everybody is smiling in the locker room, and just to go out there and put a bad play and just have one mistake that can last so long is definitely hurtful to the team and to yourself. So I definitely feel for those guys. But just like with my situation, the only thing you do is learn from it and keep going.
You said you're going to have to explain this to your kid one day. How are you going to explain it?
Just let him know that just wait till, you know, the clock hit 00 to celebrate. When you in the game, it's mind over matter mentality. Just stick to the basics, do your job, and when the clock hit 00, then you celebrate.
Is this one of those situations where a football play kind of turns into a life lesson for you? Because it just seems like you've done so much growing in the last year and reflecting on that.
Yeah. Like I told KB this too. I definitely appreciate that because I would have never changed. You know, I had success with my mindset and what I was doing at that time, and I feel like, you know, with that situation, it's just preparing me to grow and to mature and to be able to accept whatever situation that comes with this game and be able to stand on 10 and stand and look these men in the face when things don't go my way.
Coming off those two great games for you, how much are you just looking forward to putting more good stuff on tape this week?
I actually wanted to play last week, you know, but definitely feel good to just, you know, have the mojo, have the flow, and that's pretty much what I feel like this whole team is, and I definitely feel like the secondary with how we attack the ball, and I feel like it's just going to carry over for the rest of the year.
Is the corner, how aware of Jaden Daniels' running ability here?
Pretty much, because at the end of the day, he can scramble and throw, he can scramble and run. So the best thing that we got to do is plaster our guys, and you know, when we turn around, make sure that we get them on the ground.
Nothing's settled yet, but how does it feel to have TJ back out there on the field with you?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, I think more importantly, I'm just happy that, you know, his recovery process is going well. I know he's excited to be out there. Everybody else is excited to have him out there. That's my guy. So it's always good when he's out there moving around, having fun, having a smile on his face. So I'm pretty sure he's anxious to get out there this weekend. It'll be a good week for him.
What do you guys miss when he's not out there?
I mean, like I said, just his playmaking ability, just everything that his traits that he possessed, leadership, all type of stuff, just communication. I mean, he's made a lot of plays in this league, and you know, he'll continue to do that for a long time.
What do you guys have fun? What do you think the value of that is for this team?
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, the narrative of whatever it used to be in the past, just overcoming that, knowing that we could do it. You know, I think that's the number one thing, just believing that as a person first, and then believing that as a team. That, you know, tight games that we're going to figure out a way to win. And, you know, a lot of things didn't go perfect that game, a lot of things that we wish could go the other way, but at the end of the day, we won. I mean, you can obviously feed off that, you can obviously correct things better, you know what I mean, coming off a win, but still a lot of things we got to get better with, a lot of things that we talk about each and every day, but definitely good. It's a confidence builder knowing that you can win these tight games.
How do you get the belief to grow?
Yeah, I mean, that's the belief. That's belief when you come out on top of games like that. Just knowing that all the hard work, you know, when it gets down to the fourth quarter, these tight games, that we're going to figure out a way to win no matter what happens. Ups and downs, there's going to be ebbs and flows in a football game. So it's just about, you know, staying the course and figuring out a way to get the job done.
What do you have to be on?
Did for Tyrique and Tyrique. How have you seen him try from that?
Yeah.
Football did a lot for that team.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you reflect on that?
You know, I think he spoke on it himself, just learning from it. You know, it's a teachable moment, being a young guy. And, you know, obviously you try not to make those mistakes again. I'm not going to speak on it because I'm pretty sure he already addressed it. But, you know, I think just him taking, you know, the lesson that it taught him from it. And like I said, I'm not going to quote him, but I kind of heard some things that he said, and it seems like he learned from it, seems like he's growing from it. So I'm just happy to see his growth. Just as far as him this year in general, he's been making some big time plays. That speaks on the work that he put in, his attention to detail, and really just how he goes about his business.
What do you have to be on? Daniel is such a dangerous runner.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
What makes Stanton such a dangerous runner?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, that for one, it's his speed, just his vision. You know, I think the offense that's built around him is definitely suitable for, you know, running quarterbacks. And not just that, I mean, he makes plays, you know, whether it's in the air, on the ground. It kind of gives you like the college feel, you know, some of the football that you see in college. But like I said, his athleticism, man, and he can make a lot of plays, like off-schedule throws, off-schedule runs, and whether something's not there, you always got to account for the quarterback in the run game too. So just keeping all that in mind and knowing that, obviously he's a playmaker, so he's got to do a good job of, understanding what we're doing and, our plan of attack.
You haven't faced running quarterback yet this season. What is the message during the week when you've got a guy that if you don't get him down, he can hurt you pretty good?
Yeah, I think just knowing, our job, knowing, what we're doing and knowing our plan of attack, I think that's the number one thing. Oftentimes you go against these teams, you go against these quarterbacks and you try to change everything, but I think the number one thing is finding out your identity and understanding, our plan and understanding, how we want to attack this in particular player or this in particular team. And just figuring out a way to, practice that. I think it's important to practice fast. It's important to stress yourself, put yourself in those positions, so when the game time comes, it can make it a little bit easier.
Have you seen on film why Krosky-Merritt has had some early success?
I'm sorry?
Bill Krosky-Merritt. Have you seen on film why he's had some early success at least?
Yeah, like I said, the offense is explosive. I think it's put him in a position to make plays. Another athletic guy, comes in real hard. And like I said, it's just we got to do a good job. I think it all just comes back down to us and understanding what we want to do in our plan of attack.
Where do you see ways to quickly fix the run defense? Things that you can do right away?
Yeah, I think it's just fundamentals. A lot of times the run stuff comes down to fundamentals, shedding blocks, getting off blocks, making tackles. And when we have a chance to make a play, a negative play, make it, and not leaving stuff out there. Just making sure that we figure out a way to get off the field when we need to get off the field.
Podium.
You make a team one-dimensional, obviously that makes things a little bit easier, but we just got to do a good job of knocking that out, making the quarterback, making the team throw the ball. That's always a formula, You got to make a team one-dimensional. Obviously, when you're having success running the ball, it kind of just leaves the playbook open to do anything, but I think for us, it's just fundamentals, and like I said, it starts with what we do at practice for sure.